Welcome back to a video on my YouTube channel. Today I got the one and only Sebastian.
What's up, guys?
If you guys follow some dropshipping and e-com stuff, you might actually know him, but for the people that do not know you, Sebastian, introduce yourself.
Yeah, so basically I have a YouTube channel. I have like 8K subs, but I discuss dropshipping, digital marketing, web development. That's my main stuff that I do on my channel. I've been YouTubing for since 2017, and I linked up with PB, and we were in Newport for a few days, and now we're in LA. I'm just, networking. We're gonna talk about environment though. Like, this video is gonna be fire, so stay tuned.
But yeah, before I start this video, I just want to let you guys know what we're doing right now. So we actually in Hollywood Hills. I'll throw on some clips, show you guys this beautiful scenery. We did some dope shit in OC. I did not film it, but it's okay. But yeah, just going on to what we was talking about environment. How it all started is, I went to this event called the High Status Summit by Jason Capital. By the way, shout out to Jason Capital for hosting a dope ass event. Learned a lot. And the one thing that a lot of speakers, they kept on talking about was this thing called environmental exposures, right? Surrounding yourself with lions, not crabs, because what crabs tend to do is bring you down. So in this video, me and Sebastian is going to talk about our experiences with environmental exposure, why we think it's so important, and what you can do if you're in your situation to really just change up your environment and just succeed, because at the end of the day, I do believe that environment is destiny.
Yeah, 100%. Like, you are who you surround yourself with. I mean, we've probably surrounded ourselves with not good people. Yeah. And now we're in a position where we are around good people, and they're, motivated, driven, and it's a game changer. So yeah, we're gonna get into that in a bit. Yeah, so
I'm gonna tell you guys my story about how, there's one thing, the biggest lesson I learned in 2018 was that your environment is, your environmental exposure is so important. So the biggest change in my life came when I graduated high school. First thing I did after I finished exams was go to New York, spoke at an event. I learned a lot, and then a week later I went to North Carolina, hung out with my homie Tanner, and also met Chris Thunder, Chris Frederick, dope as fuck. And then a week later I came to actually California, right here, beautiful California. Went to Newport Beach and hung out with my boy Hayden for 2 weeks. And during that time period, my life like exponentially changed. And even after that, I stayed in New York for a month with my mentor Brandon Carter, and now you can see like the pattern, right? Like my life, the way I saw it, there's a big correlation between me surrounding myself with the right people and my life exponentially changing. And I'm not only talking about financially, but I'm talking about like my mindset, my health, how I behave. Happiness, exactly. A lot of big
enjoying
things.
Like life and all that stuff.
And that just proved to me that your environment is such a key thing. And also, like, the opposite of that is I came back to Toronto, and I'm not gonna diss any of my friends, but it's not the same caliber as some of my top level, high level friends and mentors, right? So I saw myself slacking up. I saw myself doing things that I shouldn't be doing, and slowly I was kind of going downhill until I started really noticing that and try to remove a lot of things that did not benefit me, right? So that's kind of my story. And just coming here, just this month alone, I've been to New York, I went to OC, LA, I'm about to go to Miami. Just exposing myself to a lot of people and networking with different type of entrepreneurs has just changed my mindset, has changed how I view life and how I do things. And I shared my things. Sebastian, I want you to share your experience with environmental exposure.
So mine is definitely different. That was awesome, like, to hear that, your story. Mine's definitely different. So I've been running businesses for a while. Like he was saying, he watched my videos when I was like beginning dropshipping. I was still in high school at that time, so I was surrounded, and yet again, like he was saying, like, not trying to diss the people in our main town, because they'll be our homies forever, but you have to level up at some point. You have to surround yourself with lions if you want to become a lion. So it's hard to operate a business at a high level when you're not surrounded by high level performers that are just constantly doing stuff. So for myself, I'm a little different than PB. I mean, PB goes hard and he travels, like, he's been networking mad amounts like this past year, I would say. Yeah. See, so for me, I've connected with, I've talked to all the people that you guys probably watch on YouTube, and I'm boys with them. But the thing is, I was scared of, like, I thought, because for myself, my whole thing was like, I was afraid that people would judge me if I like didn't make enough money, and I connected with them. I thought it was just obviously making stuff up in my head. And then I came out here. This was like literally the first trip I took to actually meet one of these entrepreneurs that I had talked to online, which was PB, and it's dope connecting with him. But yeah, so like coming out here, dude, oh my, it's literally such a game changer. Not even like yeah, the city's awesome, but just like the people you're surrounded with, it's just like, it's unreal. It's unlike anything else, just because when you're put in a position to where all these people around you are doing stuff constantly, they're grinding, they're, you know, they're having fun too. Like we had such a, dude, we were up till like 3 a.m. hanging out with some people. Yeah,
fun,
like,
man. I haven't had that much fun, like just like let loose in so
exactly.
long, you know
but also like with people who were also killing it, like, you know, so it's nuts. But yeah, no, so for myself, I mean, I first in the beginning, like the past year or two, I didn't value networking. I got invited to events, like me and Hayden Bowles had talked for so long about connecting and stuff, and I didn't ever connect with him, and I regret that, you know, super heavily. But now it's to the point where I've met up with PB and I've met up with some other people. I saw some subscribers at the event that he was at. I just went to visit and I saw Dan Pena there. But you know, it's like nuts surrounding yourself with the people who you either strive to be like, who you think are gonna have the same motives and same destination as you. Like when you're around them constantly, it's almost as if it's hard not to succeed. Like already it's, you know, I can see it changing. So for myself, I'm making the initiative to book a trip every single month. Like I'll spend X amount every single month just to travel and network. Even if it's not like, even if I'm making money but spending it, I don't really care, because, you know, we were talking to, I think Shane or Austin, one of us were saying how like, even if you invest, like, oh yeah, Shane was saying how like he would already be a millionaire if he had just, you know, done stuff, but he's building relationships because they will pay off exponentially. Like when you surround yourself with certain people that you may, you know, take short-term money losses, but in the long term you can build so many connections that will help you out, that can bring you business, that can just better your life overall, you know, with happiness, health, all that stuff, you know, just overall. But yeah, it's, exposure is nuts. Like it's kind of the key. You can't, it's hard to be successful when you're not around successful people in a sense. So yeah, that's kind of my take on environmental exposure.
Yeah, and if you, you know, the next part of this video, I wanted to talk about you if you're in a situation like me, like I was, like Sebastian was, where your environment's not the greatest, because even it might just not be your friends, it might even be your family that are toxic, that are holding you back, right? And I've seen that with myself, I've seen that with a lot of people I know. And I think the biggest change that you can make is, and this might sound stupid, it might not, but it's just the truth, is I would isolate myself, all right, and find new friends. So what I do sometimes is just like, I go in a period of isolation where I'm like alone, because it's better to be alone than to be with the wrong group of people, because you make a lot of mistakes and you will literally just do things like unconsciously without even realizing, because you're on the wrong crowd. And what I want you guys to do is just really isolate yourself, because when you isolate yourself as well, you kind of find yourself, man. Like just being in that period of time when you're alone, there's so many things that you discover about yourself. You know, you just become a stronger individual. And I think every man or woman, you know, needs to be in a period of isolation just to find themselves and just to get to know them, get to know who they are. But as I said, also another things you can do is like what Sebastian did, come to events, right? Just go ahead and like, go out of your way and meet people. I've made
like one of the things that's huge is like regret. So we were talking about regret last night as well when we were just, you know, linking up with some people. But like it's huge to make sure you minimize your amount of regret in life. Just because if you go to an event and you see someone that, you know, someone was there and he was saying how he closed a deal where he profited $22 million on a QLA deal, and it was nuts. Like everyone thought that was crazy. People probably regretted not talking to him after the event, because he was just standing out there, like, you know, hanging out, talking to people. And I'm sure there are people who went up to him who like were grateful that they went up to him, but then there were people who probably didn't and wish they would have. And so it's like minimizing the regrets and minimizing the amount that you care about what other people are going to think is going to just maximize your exposure, your, you know, growth in life and all that stuff. But yeah, no, it's huge. On his topic of like with family and stuff and you know, shutting yourself, or, you know, putting yourself away from other people, it's huge, because like for myself, I dated someone in high school, and I found that it's hard to find out how you enjoy yourself and how to, you know, find love in yourself and just find happiness in yourself when you're like dating someone, or when you're always with a certain person. So, you know, like isolating yourself is huge in that sense, just because you get to find out what you enjoy doing and by yourself. Like I took a trip out to Manhattan before I met up with PB for a day, just to hang out, you know, like vibe by myself and see what's up in the city. And it's like, it's awesome to do that stuff. Like you always have to kind of almost get like a little getaway just to get your mind right and, you know, figure out what you enjoy. But yeah,
I mean, we can make a different video on traveling later on, how it's so important. But yeah, just surround yourself, like your environment, not only your friends but also where you live. At a certain extent you can't really change that, but if you have the choice to, move out somewhere that you think might be better for you, right? I'm not gonna say much on that right now, but yeah, like that's a big thing. Like just coming to Newport alone, like I just seen wealth that I've never seen before. That type of environment just
even the
makes
places we've stayed at, like,
exactly,
unreal.
Makes me want to just work harder. But yeah, you got anything to say before we close out the video, man?
I mean, I would say just take action. Like, you guys can watch this video and you guys may just go home and then like you hear it, what we're saying, and like we're living proof of what happens when you surround yourself with like winners. Like, it's literally, we're living it. So you know, you can always watch the video and then go ahead and move on with your day. But I would say, if you want to reach out to some, maybe not us, but like if you guys want to reach out to someone that you want to have in your group, like maybe they're in your town and you see them doing decent, or you see them going places and you want to connect with them, like I would recommend you just do it. Like, who cares? Even if they don't reply, it's worth a shot. Like, just try to connect with someone and make a change today. A lot of people procrastinate and put things off, but when in reality, if you can make the change today, why would you not? Like, why would you put it off? So yeah, that's all I really have to say. Thank you so much, PB, for featuring on your channel, though.
Hey man, the link in the description for his channel, Instagram, and everything. We're about to do more dope shit, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching this video. I'm gonna start creating more content like this that will really benefit you guys and help you guys. But yep, have a great day, guys. Enjoy your day. Love you guys. Peace.